Hello, buddy. Man, talk to you. Come on, yo, and today we're doing Team Dark, and he's dying.
Why did that start? Why did I start like choking as soon as he started? Well, and you just tell me when he's away.
Well, he's here for the whole game, so
looks like I'm never gonna hear the audio in this game anymore. Well, that's funny how it literally as soon as we started, I started choking. Yes, that was real. That wasn't me just like making something up there for comedic effect. I literally started like choking. You weren't kidding when it was immediately Omochao.
That's how it is every time. I'm pretty sure Final Story immediately starts with him too.
Oh, you know what the best part is? We get to play this again.
What, for Final Story?
Yeah, and then we get to do the bonus parts.
Which maybe, I might just try to squeeze the bonus content into the final part. Because there's only 2 extra stages.
Don't worry about us. The two of us can handle
it might not be worth doing a full video.
I mean, that's for you to figure out, so...
I guess I'll record the final part and see how long it is. If it ends up being short, then...
I hope it's extremely long.
I mean, it's only 2 stages, I think. I've only done it once.
The moral of the story is, when you suffer, I don't suffer.
Pretty much. You just give me grief for a good 5 minutes or so before we start recording this. Over something similar.
You brought this upon yourself!
Again, I feel like you're venting on me over your cage too, Ren.
You're here to collect the prize for participation.
With the team they put together on the spot, I doubt they'd even get that. Well, folks, even I'm not sure how little Team Dark is to this competition
anymore. I unmuted for 1 second.
The one thing I do know is they've got Team Babylon mad.
Felt like I should have learned my lesson.
I can't wait.
I mean, I've just been tuning out the cutscenes. I don't know what happened.
Just letting everybody know, lately I've had, in my lately I mean today, while being home alone, I've been making loud noises, just warning everybody ahead of time. So if you hear lots of screams of anguish, it's probably me.
You had to pick that word.
Yes, I picked that word for this. And I would have kept going on, but I'm like, you know what? I know he's gonna know it from the moment I say it. So how's everybody doing today?
Oh look, my eye twitch is back. I'm gonna have so much fun in Birth by Sleep, you have no idea.
I just asked, how are you doing? And
that's not what set it off. You know it.
Just like, how you
doing? Damn it,
Bubsy.
This isn't even Bubsy's fault, it's just...
Wait, is this a new level or just a recolor of an old
It's the expert mode.
Oh, so I was about to say, I feel like I've seen bones before.
Yeah, this happened in Team Rose. Like, the heroes and Babylon stages are normal, and then Dark and Rose are expert mode. Why is Team Rose the expert stage when it's easy mode in every other game? I have no idea.
I remember,
but it is.
And I was really confused.
Yep. The most confusing thing is expert mode is basically just the normal course.
It's great. It's like, let's make the girly team the one that has the hardest stuff.
Well, the girly team in Vector, who is just really greedy. That's his character.
He's not greedy. He just needs to live.
But his entire character is just, I like money.
He's literally like, I need to make a living. I mean, that's what they were doing in Sonic Heroes. Like, they're like, yo, let's follow.
At least then he was just doing. Here, that's literally all he's doing. He doesn't even care about the job he's doing. He just wants this money.
Well, I mean, in Sonic Heroes, I'd even argue it was more dire, because they literally were like, yo, if we don't get money, like, we're finished. Like, Team Chaotix is
true. I mean, and I think I mentioned to you before, too, how a lot of this game's plot feels like a Sonic Heroes rehash. But they really like
yeah,
Sonic
like-
Heroes.
Like a worse Sonic Heroes rehash. I don't even know how that's
Three-person
possible.
team. I could have
I
won
mean,
that.
Sonic Heroes doesn't even have that much plot in the first place.
That's right. You all are the Babylon
Yet.
rogues, aren't you?
Doesn't.
And what if we are? Oh, just curious
What
how you
if
ever managed
we
to find any
are?
treasure moving that slow.
Don't you worry
Just
about
get the
us.
bat person off
Cash
screen,
and
please.
treasure prize. Just
Why
you
do they
watch.
always
That's
try to
so.
give
Well, you
Bruce
certainly
this
caught
like
the top-notch game.
deep, sexy woman?
She's making
I
fun of
I
us.
don't know.
This game is like it's totally
Who asked you?
amplified. No.
Oh yeah, they totally went to 11 on this.
All right, kids, you want to play? Let's play.
Well, just be thankful that this is the last game in the
like
series where
that.
she had a major plot relevance.
Get set.
Then we went to who gives a fuck mode.
Pretty much. I mean, she's sort of a side character in Generations, but I think she has maybe like 2 or 3 speaking lines, and
He also has a mission that crashed like fucking crazy on the PC version. It's the only reason why I remember it.
oh, does it? I wouldn't know. I didn't
I don't
really
know
go
if
through
it
much of the
still
PC
does.
versions. It didn't
I
when
don't-
I went through it.
But it did, yeah. Open my mouth. Wasn't this stage red?
Huh? The stage?
Yeah, this entire stage wasn't it like a Yeah, I don't think it was an ice cave before. I know this is like a different version, or whatever.
No, it was always frozen bluish,
It's just been some time, all right.
I guess. On
I
top of
don't
that, I
think
recorded
I
this
don't
like a
think
month
this
ago.
section was in it, though. That little section.
Probably wasn't. Those more motion-heavy things are usually things that are only in the expert mode stages.
I hope we get to see some control bending failures.
Oh, there is. Plus, there's times like this where you can tell I just don't give a crap. But I don't care. The
Yeah,
game's
I
not
just-
gonna work anyway.
I especially feel like the what's it called? The times where what's it called? I'm trying to think. The times where you're going through like a curve, right?
Yeah, I just don't care half the
And
time.
like it doesn't work. I just imagine like half that time just like whatever. I know.
But you can tell here, I barely care. I'm not making my jumps at all. I'm not turning.
Disappointing.
I'm pretty sure I didn't even try for that last jump, and somehow I still got a B.
That's bad at.
What a bore.
I don't know what to believe. Ba-ba-bum. What do we believe in?
I don't know.
What is even your name?
On your gear.
Oh,
Is
here's
your
the
name-
random robot they picked up off the street.
Yeah, that no.
But if you weren't paying attention, yes, that's literally what happened.
I asked him, I'm like, hey, is there E21? Like, do I get something to look forward to? And he's like, nope,
There's a robot, and this is it.
it's a robot.
The funny thing is, like, its personality is basically Omega.
Except he's just the less cool version.
Pretty much.
Which
The
sucks.
best part is, like, he's probably the one character in the game that isn't an archetype of itself. Because, you know, it doesn't exist in another game, but...
But
just
he's
something
just a
off about it.
useless character.
Yeah, I mean,
They could've
this
just-
isn't a spoiler because we already saw it in Team Rose's story. He literally breaks down by the end of the campaign.
Throw that missile. Up. Hey, you threw it.
Oh, fuck. Whatever. I got the number I need anyway.
It
You
feels
need 3
like
to
it
pass.
has like absolutely zero impact when you use it.
The lock-on just straight up doesn't work.
It's like not even that I'm worried about. It's just weird how it what's it called? How when
This is my favorite part of the whole game. Like when I finish a mission and I get to mess with the motion controls.
It's an amazing victory for Team
Well, folks, that's an amazing victory.
Hey, I'm the fast-talking commentator here. Agree to that was a pretty good
But
impersonation.
can we go back to the robot impersonations? That was considerably better.
Bad for everyone watching.
I like
This won't
robots.
even be close.
Name one thing cooler than
Really let the
robots.
fans down.
I cannot.
Now the boss is mad.
You know what's the coolest thing in the entire world?
Then start plotting revenge.
Me. Because at least I can be a
I'm
robot.
impressed, Shadow. You guys managed
Boop.
to beat Jet and
Fight
his
with
gang.
that logic.
The turtles with guns?
Think that we would lose.
The real question is,
I
how
see
does a
your
turtle
ego's
have a
as big
gun?
as ever, Shadow.
I don't know.
Robot's a new addition.
But
Go to
is it
Ocean
worth-
Palace and find out.
Guys.
Is it worth questioning
Team
is the
Hero
second
seems
question.
calm and collected. Is it the calm before the storm? I'll have all the
The
details,
answer is
assuming that
no.
robot doesn't get any
It's
more
not.
funny ideas.
You want to know what the real answer is for the question of who your best friend is in the entire world?
Omochao?
Get set.
It's me. That's
Oh.
the answer.
Well,
And you know
good,
why
good,
it's me?
Because I was gonna punch Omochao in the face anyway.
Omochao's the worst thing to ever exist in anything ever. And Sonic Team should feel terrible about ever creating it.
No holding.
Oh, we moved on to Dolphin Resort. Okay, I hadn't even noticed.
I love dolphins.
Oh, I'm pretty sure this is one of the missions I failed, by the way. Just heads up. Because
Got a fail
I
right
didn't...
there.
Yeah. So, I only cut out the failures that take a really long amount of time.
You know what this stage reminds me of? Sonic
Basically
the
any
Hedgehog
beach
2006. Six.
I'm pretty sure they straight up lifted some of these textures from Wave Ocean, so it's totally fair. Like a slightly more advanced version, I guess. But you can see some buildings there in the background.
Yeah, it's what it looks like. It
Wait a
literally
minute, is
looks
there
like...
there texture missing on the? Oh my gosh, there's textures missing on these buildings.
Well,
They did not care at all.
This is how much they cared about this game.
So seriously, like, watch when we're going through this again. Those buildings on the right, there's just straight up missing textures.
Fellas.
Funny thing is, like, this game generally looks pretty good too. It's one of the points I'll put in this game's favor.
What the fuck were you doing with your hands there?
I only think I was using one hand.
Holding back.
It's just the motion controls are that good.
I think you mentioned that before too. There was a point where you were using one hand, but it showed like two hands or something.
Ticket.
I'm still not really
Oh,
sure how you're
what?
supposed to make that, because there's two modes. Either you hold out your hands or you don't. And I don't know how to keep it still.
You should be glad that these turbo boosters are there.
Seriously. How does this work? I don't know. Okay, there. Doesn't matter. We got 10.
Time to see some untextured buildings.
Yep.
Ticket.
Though it is kind of harder to tell this time. Thanks, motion blur.
Hate motion blur.
What a bore.
What a boy!
Okay, on to the next one already. Don't care anymore. We've already seen this twice now.
You could say
On
I'm
your gear.
dying. Because I am.
Get set.
Well, that's
Figure
depressing.
something out here. I have to look away from the recording, but it's okay. It's a loading screen.
Well, yeah. Oh, there it goes. And it's the exact same mission as the last area. Which, by the way, hadn't shown up at all until this story. I just like to bring that up.
10 out of 10.
And I'm pretty sure it doesn't show up again after this either. That, okay, no, it didn't. There's no way that hit. So this is clearly another mission where I care just so much about the game's controls.
Oh.
That's why I keep hitting the walls every 2 seconds.
I mean, basically every turn I've seen you do in this game, it resorts to you doing that.
It's faster and it's easier. There's no reason not to do it.
I mean, I've seen you trying though. I feel like maybe this was just the point where you gave up.
Nah, I give up like every time I start recording this game. Like I'll try for maybe a stage or two, and then no, that'll be it.
Let me tell you a secret, right? You want to know how you actually beat this game?
Set my Kinect on fire? I wish.
Exactly, and then you never play the game ever.
There's at least one more video left to record after this. Maybe 2.
Just make sure you do that after.
Nearly as tough as you look, are you?
I only have this game in Kinect Adventures for the Kinect anyway, so it's not like it'd be a big loss.
God, you wasted so much money on it. Or was that? Did you get it with the
Like basically,
No, you don't
basically I was a sucker for the marketing they had at the time. I assumed it was gonna be more than it was, and it just wasn't.
Yeah, I did have some pretty.
These two aren't the type to
marketing.
understand team loyalty tales.
I'll put an end
It
to
had
this
some
with the
good
next
marketing for
round.
like maybe
You
a
can get
season
plenty
or
of
two,
rest
and
after
this is
that.
basically the reason why I don't buy
I'll bring it
consoles
to
at launch
you.
anymore.
Now let's be done with this.
The only console that looked interesting at launch was the Switch, but even then the Switch had like a still very
It
low
was, I don't know, I'd even say the Switch is kind of lackluster. The only
It
selling
was-
point it had was Breath of the Wild, and that was on the Wii U too.
It was better, to be fair. Well, nobody had a Wii U really.
Yeah, 13 million people is nobody.
Not a lot of people.
I know it's
But,
not a lot compared to its competition, but it's still a lot of people.
But what's it called? The main thing though is what's it called? What am I thinking? Oh yeah. It was better than like the PS4. Well, the PS4, because remember the PS4 was like marketed super hard and everyone.
They
was
didn't
like, yeah.
have anything good for it for like 2 years.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like,
I wouldn't have
Bloodborne,
even thought
and
of
that was,
buying
like,
a PS4
it.
until 2015, like the end.
Like yeah, they started really getting stuff when they got Bloodborne, because that was like, hey, there's like console exclusive that's actually like really worth getting. But that was just
Before that, like, I can't even... What other exclusives were there before then? Like, Order 1886, which was like a 2-minute deck demo, basically.
yeah,
And Infamous Second Son is the only other one I can remember, and that's kind of got the same problem. It was way shorter than it probably should have been.
yeah, but at least that game, as far as I'm aware, was decent. Unlike Ordeal.
I haven't played any other Infamous games, so I can't compare it to them, but it was alright. It's not bad, it's just, it's so short. Like, I remember the first time I played the game after I beat the final boss. You know what I thought? I thought, that's a great ending to the first act of the game. That's really bad.
You thought the final boss.
Final boss was the first act. That's how short the game was.
That's pretty bad.
No surprise here.
I am dying today, apparently.
I got a ranking other than a B. It finally happened. Not that I particularly care.
Oh,
Well, that
you know what I
certainly
do
moved
care about
fast.
though? Absolutely
You've improved,
nothing.
Shadow. Next time it's my turn.
Actually, no, I do care about something. Having
matter
no
how many
Omochao,
times you
please.
try, you can't
Agreed. Where if they're gonna have Omochao, just give him a role like what he had in Generations, you know, where he doesn't talk.
Ceremony.
What are you talking about?
Or you have the option to make him not
You'll
talk.
have to face off against
So,
Heroes in the final.
yeah. Basically like charming PC heroes.
Why not get straight to
Yeah,
the
but that
fun
was a
part?
command that you
Because
had
it
to
doesn't
do.
work that way.
Yeah, true, but it was better than nothing.
We're
I-
just
the
skipping ahead
existence
to
of
when
it
we
is
get the cash
good
prize.
on
Now
its
come
own.
on, let's see
It's
the
the best
green.
part.
These finalists are driving me crazy.
I can say that about you, Omochao.
Mr. Omochao seems upset. Hi,
Shut up.
don't worry. I'll avenge you.
You're almost as bad as Omochao. Stop.
More like you'll join him and his friends in their pity party.
Enough talking. Let's be done
That's
with
rude,
this.
Rouge.
Both teams going into this final challenge think that true. It could go either way.
I
Nothing
don't
is
know
final
why
until
I'm
that
joking.
prize goes
I'm
home
blaming
with the
Omochao
winners.
for this one.
Even before Omochao came on screen.
On your gear.
It doesn't matter to me. Any reason to complain at Omochao is like a plus in my book.
You know, we should have a bonus part of SA2 where you just sit down and watch through all those tutorial videos from Omochao to take like 40 minutes to go through.
I'll pass on that one, buddy.
Dude, that's it's like Omochao's considerably less annoying in SA2 than he is here too.
I know. He was like okay in SA2.
But what am I supposed to be doing here? This is the trick point stage?
That's what I'm asking. Trick point. Maybe you have to do tricks.
Yeah. This is a type of mission in
Oh.
Riders and Zero Gravity. It's just they usually don't have it in the main campaign.
Like how
Usually-
you hit that wall and it immediately puts you on the perfect trajectory.
It's faster just to do it that way than to bother turning. How did I not hit that wall?
I mean, you did, but it didn't, like, there was no impact.
It wasn't redirected, there was no sound effect or anything.
Yeah. So you want to be getting those S's, which means you have to land perfectly, right?
I think it's
If
just a
you-
timing thing.
Yeah, like, that's what I meant.
We just need 2 more
Oh.
points.
All good things in life are a timing thing.
Oh so.
What a bore.
You did it.
Yay.
You feel like you accomplished something in your life.
There's still 15 minutes left of this. And there's only 3 missions left. I don't remember why this is so long.
Where did
But
you
this is so
go wrong? Where did it go wrong?
I must have just failed one of these missions over and over again.
Maybe it's this mission right here.
Maybe it is. I don't remember this one at all, though. You would think if it's one that I failed repeatedly.
I mean,
maybe
it
it is
might-
this one.
Yeah, I was about to say, it might come, like, back to you.
Oh no, I think it's the one after this. But I think, yeah, I think it's the one after this. But I actually failed the last one too, but I cut it out for the same reason I did Team Rose's. Because it was one of those 3-lap challenges and it's a long stage and nobody wants to watch through that twice.
I do.
No, you don't. You think you do, but you don't. It's like 6 minutes total.
I want to watch you fail for 6 entire minutes.
But it wasn't even me failing for 6 minutes. I was actually in the lead for most of it, and then I got shot from something I couldn't even see, and I couldn't avoid at the last second. And they overtook me while I was recovering.
Hey, you know, that sounds about right for this game.
Mm-hmm.
I've come to just agree. I've come to terms that anything, anything in this game that you fail in is just normal. Sounds about right.
Pretty much.
If you're doing something like correct, I feel like that's
That's more impressive.
That's where it's weird. That's where things are getting a little bizarro, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't know what I mean at all.
I'm still not entirely sure what the collision is on those. That makes
There's
no
no
sense.
collision. This game doesn't make any sense.
Sounds about right.
I don't know why you're trying to make sense of something that I don't think it's possible to make sense of.
I tried.
Like, why would you do that to yourself?
Hey, you
Do you
all
hate
right?
yourself?
Hold it together.
The robot just broke into smoke.
Please let poor Mr. Robot rest.
I can relate to wanting that money.
Oh,
believe
poor
me.
Mr.
But it's not
Robot.
worth sacrificing a teammate.
I don't see why you're getting all worked up here. He's a machine, so he spews a little smoke.
I'd hardly call that a little.
Well, I don't recall
messed
asking
up.
you. Now, are we going to race
Well,
or not?
yeah, a bit.
I never knew that Rouge was such a douche. Seems very out of character for her.
I
On your
don't.
gear.
I mean, I think I mentioned before that every character in this game, except for like maybe one or two, they're not even real, like they're normal characters. They're just caricatures of their former selves. Like Shadow is literally just emo. That's his whole
He's
character
just
here.
an edgelord the entire time.
And Rouge is just a bitch. That's her entire character.
They were like, it worked the first time, guys.
There's a lot of characters in this game like that. Knuckles is just an idiot. And so is Storm, for that matter. In fact, they're pretty much the same character in this game.
I mean, weren't they the same kind of all the time, though?
Oh, no, like, now I'm pretty sure if you had the two of them in the same room, they would be making jokes about how they're the same character. But in-game.
Man, aren't we similar to each other? I would like to watch them have a conversation with each other about how they're the same people.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds entertaining. I don't know about you.
And actually, come to think of it, I'm pretty sure that Tailshead Wave could probably fit that bill, too. In this game.
Is he just a smarty boy?
Pretty much.
Damn, they threw everything. They were like, let's just throw out all the.
I mean, I guess, like, nobody's gonna be playing a game like this for character development. I get that. But at the same time, you don't have anything else going for you, so you might as well go for something.
I played this game for character development. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, time to do the stage again.
That's how you know your game is good.
Mm-hmm.
You're making your players have to constantly redo things.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I guess the other writers' games kind of had that in their story, too. Try thinking back to the first time you played the first writer's game. There's a really big difficulty curve.
Who played a writer's game?
I don't
I
know.
was under the impression this game was very... not bad, like your series rather, was very
I swear I'm trying to jump on all of these, by the way. It's just not... It doesn't work.
yeah, I figured that this series was just very, like, it exists, sort of. You know, like, not bad per se, but it just... nobody really cares about it.
Kind of. I mean, like, the first game has its fans, but, Zero Gravity just sort of exists, and this game, the less said about it, the better.
It was, like, from what I remember, Zero Gravity, like, it had, like, a lot of potential, but they never wrote off that potential.
Pretty much. I mean, if we ever end up going with that game someday, we'll talk. At the very least, it's better than this. But that's not saying much.
I was about to say, that's like saying this crap was
Surprise here.
less smelly than this crap. Then Sonic Team was like, what do you mean? We played through this game, it plays through fine. We're actually surprised that people are having issues playing this game.
I still can't believe that actually happened.
No, I can, because it doesn't make sense when people are in an environment where everything, what's it called?
The team is disqualified if a member drops out.
When they're developing the game, they're in an environment that they're used
That's correct.
to.
According to the
I
rules,
guess.
that works.
Maybe it's possible that they were running on a different version of Connect, too.
Whether that junk heap was there
I
or
still
not.
think it's that they were
That's a
playing,
terrible
what's
thing
it
to
called?
say about your own teammate.
The race is over. We're not teammates anymore, kid.
If you don't believe
Fucked
me,
up.
let's go again. This
So much
victory in
edge.
honor of our fallen comrade.
Sounds
Yeah, this
sensible
is
enough to
really-
me.
this really
So
is
what's it
edgy.
gonna be, darlings?
So if Shadow the Hedgehog wasn't too edgy for you, here you go.
Actually cares about each other can do.
In the meantime, please.
Dude, shut up, Vector. You're just like, I want money.
That's his entire character. Like, again, with the archetypes, like, that's Vector. He's just greedy.
We're ready Just say the word and it's on.
Why wait? Let's do it.
Amy pretty much just cares about Sonic,
Okay, I've
which
just
I
got
guess
word
is
back
kind
from
of normal
HQ.
actually.
They'll allow
But
us you on 3 race and acknowledge the
She's
winner.
actually the most normal character.
but that's not me saying that she's better than anybody else. That's just that she's always single dimensioned.
Get set.
I'm starting to get worried. Did I remember to cut out the failed attempt?
Nope. You got hit.
Because there's still 7 minutes left to this.
Maybe you didn't.
Although I did say like the 3 laps took about 6 minutes, so maybe that is it. Well, again, it's been like a month since I recorded this.
No,
When did I upload it?
You uploaded it like right after I think you finished it.
Yeah, like, no, I was asking because you're actually on the YouTube page. So what's it say that I uploaded it on?
I'll tell you in a sec. January 21st.
Okay, that's actually not that long. It's
Not
kind
as
of
long
long.
as you were expecting.
Yeah, I thought it would be like a full month. I mean, I guess it is like 2.5, 3 weeks, maybe even more, but...
You can't stop me.
You can't stop me. Call me Edgelord, the Hedgehog, Edgelog.
One of these days I'm gonna use that item without hitting myself.
No, you won't.
You're right. I have one more part to try to learn how to make that thing
I was about
work.
to say, that means you'd have to play this game more. You sure about that one?
No way.
I didn't know that you really just secretly wanted to play this game.
No, no more.
100% run? Is that what I'm hearing?
You're funny, no.
Oh, you're 200%. I got you.
How do you even do 200%?
You gotta beat the game twice.
Ugh,
And one has to be in co-op. If there was...
I wish
you
there was
had
a
to
co-op
do-
here.
I'm curious, if you had to do co-op in this game, how would you even do it? Who would you play with?
Honestly, I'm gonna go with the same response I gave you for why I'm not doing tag mode for a bonus response. I don't want to make anybody suffer for this. So I probably would just straight up not do the game.
Would you get
I
somebody
don't mind
you hate?
myself suffering, but
Would you get somebody you hate and be like, hey...
you
so
know
I
what?
know we
Maybe I
had-
would.
You're like, I know we had issues in the past.
I would have to hate them enough that I would want them to suffer through this, but I would have to like them enough that I don't mind them knowing where I live. There's not a lot of people I could think of that fit both those categories.
Just get your best in real life friend and be like, hey, let's play an awesome game.
I don't
They
want to
won't
torture
know.
them.
Like, they won't know about the game, right? Right?
This game is the reason why I hate motion control so much.
I mean, I think you even went over this. If motion controls worked, you said the game wouldn't even be that good still, probably.
Yeah, I mean, I still don't think it would be good, but it'd be better than what it is.
Well, I mean, that's to go without saying. Any game that doesn't work, Secret Rings.
Yeah.
Would be better if it would just.
But hey, at least Secret Rings, like, nowadays, we can get it working with controls sort of through Dolphin emulation.
Yeah, but that's forcefully making the game work.
True. But at least we have that. We don't even have that option for this game.
True. I will give you that one. What is even the point of those walls?
I think they're just has like you'll slow down on them if you're not crouching, but the crouch animation has you duck so little it almost doesn't even matter.
Yeah, like
Like I almost wonder like if Cream went through them because you know she's really short, would she even have to duck?
Maybe she wouldn't. But can Cream even do this stage?
Excellent question. I don't know.
Can the answer be no?
Maybe.
Can the answer be only on a Tuesday afternoon?
Yes.
Can the answer be 10 out of 10 tomatoes? Or actually, potatoes?
I'm
Welcome
losing
to
ideas of how to respond to it more and more by the second.
welcome to Facts with Yoga. Did you know
That happened.
Saturday night isn't actually Saturday, but it's actually a Tuesday.
No surprise here.
No surprise here.
Okay. Unlocking a bunch of stuff because, you know, there's the last story. Or is it called Final this game? Oh, who cares?
It's called Why Are You Still Playing the Game?
I hate myself, that's why.
This time no one can
That'd be
find the team
hilarious
that is the
if
winner of the
there was like a
World Series.
self-aware game and it's just like, why are you still playing this
Now.
game?
I can't believe we lost to a team that was down a member.
Oh no, my
Can't believe we
prize
lost to a
money!
team that was down a member, but only one person of the team has to win.
That's very true.
Now that you mention it, I
And
don't
one of
see
those
either of
people
them
was a
around.
robot.
Where could they have disappeared to?
Who cares
Nope.
about robots?
What? Yeah,
Unless
like, what
you're-
happened to the robot anyway?
How did they get
Unless
all
you're
the way out
Omega,
there?
then you're cool. Love Omega.
I mean, I'd accept Gamma. I mean, they clearly don't care about Sonic Cannon, so they might as well bring him back.
The award ceremony is about to begin.
Sorry, but I have better things to do. I have what I came for.
I am not interested either.
Oh my god, not only did they try to make Roof sound sexy, I just realized they made Shadow sound like as edgy as he could.
Actually, that's
Yeah.
just the voice actor. He was doing this basically from the second he got the role. He does it in Generations
I
too.
suppose we've
That's
no
true,
choice.
that is. It's very true.
He's basically been doing that since he got the role. Like, I'm pretty sure in the Sonic Boom series he's like that too.
How their robot friend is doing when Team Dark gets
Forces
Yeah,
he
but-
does a little better. A little better.
He barely appears in Sonic Boom, though.
That's true. I mean, I think he's in Shattered Crystal, the 3DS game, but that's it.
He's in the show, like, once, I think.
Yeah, for 1 or 2 episodes. Oh, final race. So it might just be one race. I hope. And why is it 2 dots again?
We'll see you guys in the next part where he gets to 100% the game in one whole video
You're insane.
with no breaks. Bye.
You're really insane. Bye.